Yes, guys. I have mailed the same thing to Niskarji, and now this is your responsibility to take it from the Niskarji. And the next chapter I'm going to start. That is the neural control and coordination. Put the heading of next chapter: neural control and coordination. Right? Neural control and coordination. That is next chapter. And first heading is, and after the ending the class, please after the end of the class, please go through with the previous chapter, that is this skeletal muscle and movement, like locomotion and movement. And in case if you are still facing any problem, come with your problem, come with your question. In the next class, I'll take care of that. Right? So put the heading neural control and coordination. That is next chapter. So before starting the chapter, I want to know you what is the how does the neural control or neural control or coordination takes place. Look, suppose that what is the function of nervous system or neural system? So previously we used to call it nervous system, but now in modern biology we do not use this term nervous system. That is not the term which is usable in the modern biology. In modern biology, the term nervous system has been modified with the neural system. So neural system is the modern term. What is the function of neural system? Neural system means our neurons, right? Look. So neural system, suppose that I have touched a hot object. So what will happen? First, the information of hotness that will be transferred from my nervous system to my brain. Brain will process the information. What is the information? That is something is hot, have been touched by the hand. That information goes to brain. After the information goes to brain will analyze the situation. Like brain will try to understand if the hand is not pulled out immediately from that situation, then the muscles will get damaged. Then what will happen? Brain will give the order to the hand muscles that pull the hand immediately. Then the order will come down to our muscles of hand, and then hand will be pulled down. This complete information is taken in the fraction of second. That is the function of neural system. So we can say there are three functions of the neural system, right? What are these three functions? Do not write it down. First, let me make you understand. What are the three main functions of neural system? So, three main function of neural system. So, what is the first function? That is receiving. Means receive. Means it receive information, right? First it receive information, then information is received from external environment with the help of neurons, then it is processing. Brain takes part in the processing. Then what happened? After the processing of the brain, it takes the decision. Then decision is taken, and then responding. Then it responds. So there are three functions of the neural system. Is it clear or not? Please let me know. Samaira, Atif, all of you. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. So first start writing down. Neural system is previously called nervous system. Neural system is previously called nervous system. Perform. Yes, neural system is previously called nervous system, perform three main functions. Neural system is previously called nervous system, perform three main functions. First, receiving. Put this small heading, first subheading. First, receiving. Receiving sensory input, receiving sensory input from the external and receiving sensory input from the external and internal environment. Receiving sensory input from external and internal environment by sensory nervous system to central nervous system. Again, receiving sensory input from external, receiving sensory input from external environment and internal environment by sensory nerve to CNS. Look, this is our brain. So those nerves which bring message to brain, they are called sensory. Additionally, I'm giving you this new information. And those which bring back the order, they are called motors. So in our complete body, either the nerves take information to the brain, they are called sensory, and or they take back the decision from the brain, they are called motor. So we have two types of the nerve, sensory and motor. Is it clear?
Yes.
Put
Yes, sir.
second heading, B, processing. The input information, information to central nervous system, the input information is to the central nervous system is processed. Input information to central nervous system is processed and decision is taken over there. Full stop. C, third heading, responding. Stimuli transmitting motor command, stimuli transmitting motor command from CNS, stimuli transmitting motor command from central nervous system to determine the response of the body part, to determine the response of body part, to determine the response of body part or cell, to determine the response of body part or cell. Fine, full stop. Put the note like below the this, because I am going to tell you the that part which have been already asked in medical examination. Put the note below over here. And before putting the note, I want to ask a question to you that tell me the name of animal which do not have nervous system. Please, any one of you. Tell me the name of animal which do not have nervous system. Tell me the name of animal which do not have the nervous system. Any one of you? Samara?
Don't know, sir.
Minashi? Atif? Animal which do not have nervous system means those which cannot respond to the external environment. Please note it down. Sponges do not have nervous system. Sponges do not have nervous system. Sponges do not have nervous system. Full stop. Insect have well better organized nervous system. Insect have well better organized nervous system. Insect have well better organized nervous system where brain is present. Where brain is present. Full stop. Next point. Neurons have, sorry, the neural system is control system of body. Neural system is control system of body of higher animal. Neural system is control system of body of higher animal, which consists of highly specialized cell, which consists of highly specialized cell, which consists of highly specialized cell called neurons, which consist of highly specialized cell called neurons. Look, now the structure of neuron. I want to discuss with you the structure of neurons. Oh, come on. This is not the right. This is not a good. Yes. Look, this is the structure of neuron. So first I'll explain you, then you have to note it down. And please take the screenshot, because this diagram you have to draw at your school examination. Whenever your school will ask, and they can ask you only the diagram at the 3-marker question as a 3-marker question. So you have to take care of that one, and you have to remember the diagram as well, and you must learn how to draw the diagram. This one. This is a single cell that is called neuron. This is the single cell of our nervous system. Neuron is made up of 2 parts, right? This part, look, this comes from here to this part. This complete part is known as body. This is called body or soma, right? And this is called axon. And this last part, it have 3 parts in fact. So this last part is called as root, right? So this last part is called as root. So neuron is made up of 3 parts. body or soma. Second, axon, and third, root. Again, body or soma, it has some branch-like structure. These branch-like structure are called dendrite. Then this is called nucleus, and this part soma. Actually, this part is called neuroplast. Neuroplast. It is same protoplasm which is found in the rest of the cell. The same kind of the protoplasm is found over here. There is a large dormant nucleus. Dendrite, they receive a type of information. They receive the information from external environment. Suppose that there is a cold. Nowadays there is a cold, right? And is there any hot object, any cold object, any kind of any touch response? So they receive the information, and these information are called stimuli. Can anybody tell me stimuli is the plural term and the singular term is stimulus? Can anybody define me what is the stimulus or stimuli? Please tell me what is the stimulus or stimuli? Any one of you, please tell me what is the stimulus or stimuli? Atif, what is the stimulus?
So it is the external object that we interact with.
Okay. Alvia, Mazia, what is the stimulus? Look.
So from outside, any like touching is a stimulus.
Tell me one thing. I'm going you a hypothetical situation. Suppose that you step out from your home. When you stepped out from your home, when you reach to the street, there is a person who is abusing you. What you will do? You will just slap him, right? Second situation, you stepped out from your home, you saw a person, he is abusing everyone, he is a mad person, he abused you. Will you slap him or not? Definitely not. Being a human, you know he is a mad person and he's abusing everyone. In the first situation, there was a person who abused you and you slapped him. In the second situation, there was another person, he was also abusing you, but you did not slap. So both of them, which of the following is stimulus? First one is stimulus. First one is stimulus. Second one is not a stimulus. Situation is same. Look, why? So what is the stimulus? The person is far beyond you. It's far from you. It is not in your contact. He is just abusing. So that person is giving you a stimulus. So stimulus is any kind of, please note down the information, any kind of the physical or a chemical change against which your nervous system responds. That is called stimulus. Please note it down. Please note it down. Stimulus. Any kind of
So
physical or chemical change. Any kind of physical or chemical change.
Can you repeat from first? You lagged for a while.
Sorry.
Can you repeat from the first? You lagged for a while.
Okay, fine. Any kind of physical or chemical change. Any kind of physical or chemical change against which our nervous system respond. Any kind of physical or chemical change against which our nervous system respond is called stimulus. Look, in the first, when a normal person was abusing you, you slapped him. You got the stimulus and you responded. Second time, a person is abusing, but you did not respond to that. Then that was not a stimulus, right? So when your nervous system responds, that is a stimulus. When your nervous system do not respond, that is not a stimulus. Clear? Okay. So these dendrite receive the stimulus, means they receive the external information. Information travel through these These dendrite. So what happened? Stimulus comes from dendrite. It reaches to soma. From soma, information reaches to axon. From axon, if myelin sheath is present, these information jump from here to here, here. Again, the information reaches at the root end. That's how the information travel in these wires. So these neurons work like a wire. At the upper part, like at the like outer surface of neuron, there are some cells. These are called Schwann cells. Schwann cells secrete a substance called myelin. What is the myelin? Myelin is white protein, a white colored protein. Myelin makes the cover, or called myelin makes a cover or sheath-like structure. So, what is the sheath-like structure? What is the myelin? Give me just a second. Look. So what happened? This information travel through the neuron, right? It reaches through the neuron from one point to another point. It reaches through one point to another point, right? So neurons are the structure where the information is traveling from one point to another point, right? So please note it down. So what is the function of myelin sheath? Myelin sheath increase the rate of information, right? It increases the speed of information. When there is a myelin sheath, the speed of information will increase. When myelin sheath is not there, then the speed of information will not be that much faster. So it is not necessary that myelin sheath will be there. Myelin sheath may be or may not be present on the neuron. Look. Hello. Yes, guys. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Fine. Look. So look again. What I want to tell you that what is the function of? So myelin sheath increase the information. One more important node of Ranvier. What is the node of Ranvier? So between the myelin sheath, you can see there is an axon part. From node of Ranvier here, the branch. So the neuron may be branch. So branches arise from the root of Ranvier. Branches arise from here. Branches arise from. One more important thing which is not mentioned over here, I want to draw your attention and I'll draw. There are some granules which are found over here. These granules are not found in the normal rest of the cells. These granules are present only in these neurons, right? So what we call these granules are called Nissel's granules. Nissel's granule. So the function of Nissel granule have been asked in medical exams. What is the function of Nissel granule? Actually, they are responsible for the protein synthesis. Clear? Clear to all of you? Structure clear? Okay. So please note it down. Take the screenshot and you have to draw the diagram and please note it down. This is the structural and functional unit. This is the structural and functional unit of neural tissue. This is the structural and functional unit of neural tissue. This is the structural and functional unit of neural tissue. Full stop. Next. This is the longest cell of body. This is the longest cell of body. It may be, so it may be up to 90 centimeter in length. It may be up to 90 centimeter in length. It may be up to 90 centimeter in length. Full stop. It may be up to 90 centimeter in length. Full stop. It have about 100 billion neuron. It have about 100 billion neuron. It have about 100 billion neuron in human. Full stop. Fully formed neuron never divide. This is very important part, and you have to remember and you have to keep it in mind that fully formed neuron divide and remain in interphase. Fully formed neuron do not divide. So this is the very important thing which I want to make you understand, that once we take the birth in this world, every cell of our body divide, it grow, and it can repair itself, it can regenerate, right? Whenever we take the birth, after coming out in this world, after our birth, neuron stop dividing, and neuron never divide. They cannot repair, they cannot regenerate. If neuron get damaged, they get damaged permanently. And the state of the cell, that is the interphase state, right? Please note it down. Fully formed neuron never divide and remain it. Fully formed neuron never divide and remain in interphase. Fully formed neurons do not divide and remains in interphase. This question have been asked in medical examination. Put this star or underline it. Fully formed neuron never divide and remain in interphase throughout the life. Shortly after the birth, neurons do not develop. Shortly after the birth, new neuron do not develop. Full stop. Put the next heading, cell or body. Cell body or soma. Cell body or soma. This is also known as the cell bodies or soma, or is also known as soma. Cytone. So this cell body or soma is also known as cytone. So this start shape part, either you call it cell body, or you call it soma, or you call it cytone. So please note it down. It varies in size and may be up to 135 millimeter in diameter. It varies in size and may be up to 135 micrometer in diameter. We'll stop in the same point. It consists of cytoplasm, nucleus and cell membrane. It consists of cytoplasm, nucleus and cell membrane. Full stop. It have cytoplasm called neuroplasm. It have cytoplasm called neuroplasm, large spherical nucleus, large spherical nucleus, comma, nucleolus, comma, mitochondria, comma, Golgi, comma, ER, comma, lysosome, and Nissel's granule, lysosome and Nissel's granule. Full stop. In the same paragraph, Nissel's granule probably underline the statement. Nissel's granule probably synthesize the protein. Nissel's granule probably synthesize the protein. The question have been asked in your medical examination. Next, dendrite. So second part which you have to note it down, that is the dendrite, right? So what is the function of dendrite? What does actually they do? So second point is dendrite. So they conduct the nerve impulse toward the cell body. Dendrite conduct the nerve impulse towards the body. And they are called afferent process. They are called afferent process. Afferent means which bring the information, which takes the information, right? And they are called afferent process. That is receiving process. That is receiving process. Next, third one is axon. This is the third one is axon. Axon is single, usually long. Axon is single, usually long. Axon is single, usually long. Full stop. The cell membrane of axon, it's very important, underline. The cell membrane of axon is called axolemma. The cell membrane of axon is called axolemma. The cell membrane of neuron, the cell membrane of axon is called axolemma, and its cytoplasm is called exoplasm, and its cytoplasm is called exoplasm. Full stop. It end up with the axon terminal. It end up with the axon terminal. Full stop. Next point. Axon conduct nerve impulse. So dendrites are called afferent process and axons are called efferent process. Axon conduct nerve impulse away from cell body. Axon conduct nerve impulse away from cell body. Hence, they are called efferent process. Hence, they are called efferent process. Next, axons. Axons may be myelinated or non-myelinated. Axons may be myelinated or non-myelinated. Look, the myelin sheath is secreted by Schwann cells. So if Schwann cells are present, then myelin protein will be secreted. If Schwann cells are absent, then myelin sheath will not be over there. So please note it down. Axons may be myelinated or non-myelinated. Please stop. The myelinated axon have Schwann cells. The myelinated axons have Schwann cell. The myelinated axons have Schwann cells around them. They secrete myelin sheath. Underline the statement. Axons have myelinated axons have Schwann cells. Myelin sheath is secreted by Schwann cells. Full stop. These cells are absent in the cells
They
are
secrete myelin sheath.
myelin sheath is secreted by Schwann cells. Myelin sheath is secreted by Schwann cell. Full stop. The Schwann cells are absent in non-myelinated axons. So neural anatomy is clear? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Fine, very good. So the next setting is human neural system. So this was the general information about the neuron. How does they work? How does the neural system work? Now we are going deep into the human neural system. How does this nervous system work in human? Except the sponges, this nervous system is present in every animal. So other than the rest of the animal, what specifically, how does it perform in the humans? That's what we are going to study. So your next heading should be human neural system. Let me tell you the neural. Before going deep into that, I want to tell you what is the human neural system. How does it respond? How does it work? So first, I'll try to make you understand human neural system. Then I'll dictate that same thing. First, please try to understand how does it work. Human neural system, right? Look, so in human neural system, suppose that this is suppose that this is our brain. This is our forebrain, and this is our brain, right? And look, so this is human brain. Human brain. Look, on for sake of example, suppose that there is skin. So this is our skin, right? Skin have some receptor, right? So the skin have some receptor. These are the skin receptor, right? Skin receptor. Skin receptor, they receive the information, and the same information is carried in to our brain. So suppose that the same information goes to our brain, right? It reaches to our brain, right? So it reaches to a particular part of the brain. The part of the brain which take the information, that part of the brain is called sensory area of the brain. So this is the sensory area of the brain. Again, the part of nerve which take the information to our brain, that is called sensory nerve. So this is sensory nerve fiber. So this is the sensory nerve fiber. So receptor are present in the skin. They take the information. The information is taken by the sensory nerve. Sensory nerve take to a particular part of the brain, that is called sensory area. Again, the information is processed over here, and the area which take the decision, the area of that brain which take the decision, that particular area of the brain which take the decision, that is called motor area. So there is a particular area in our brain that take the information, right? Between the sensory and motor, there is a there is a divide. What we call that divide? The divide is called central sulcus. Central sulcus. So this area is divided by central sulcus. Again, this information or this order is given to particular organ, right? So it bring down the order. Order is taken to a particular muscle, right? So the neuron which take back the order is called motor nerve fiber. This is called motor nerve fiber. So motor nerve fiber bring down the information. The information is taken back into a particular kind of the tissue. These are the spindle muscle or muscular tissues. So the information is taken back to particular kind of the muscle. So now the muscle act accordingly. That's how the transmission of human nervous system work, and that is the actually the function of human nerve. Is it clear or not? If it's clear, then please make the diagram right now, because this is very important, and after you note it down the diagram, so then I'll go ahead. First tell me, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain again?
Yeah, sure. So suppose that I have touched a certain hot object. So that information is taken by the receptor which are the present in our skin. And there are particular type of the nerve fiber which will bring this information from my hand to my brain. I will call those nerve fibers which are taking the information from outside to my brain, that I will call that fiber sensory nerve fiber. So sensory nerve fiber are those nerve fiber, they are taking the information to my brain. In my brain, there is a particular kind of the area which is ready to receive the information. I call that area sensory area. Again, sensory area have taken the information. Now this area give the information to a particular part of area that is called motor. Motor is that part in the brain which is taking the decision. Motor will take the decision and it will give a order. An order is bring back to particular muscle, and the order is brought back by a particular muscle. We call those muscles motor nerve fiber. Is it clear or not? Clear? Atif, clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. One more important thing. So those which bring the order, which take the order to our central nervous system or to the brain, these are called afferent. These are called efferent fiber. We take the information to the brain. These are called afferent fiber. Those which bring back the information, they are called efferent fiber. They are called efferent fiber. Clear? Efferent fiber and efferent. Please note it down, then I'll explain it, and please jot it, then you will jot it down. Let me know when you jot it down.
Done, so.
Great. So please note it down. One more important thing, then I will dictate first. Human nervous system have two main parts. So first try to understand what I am explaining, then please note it down. Human nervous system have two main parts. The first part is called CNS. The full form of CNS is Central Nervous System. Central Nervous System. Look, at the center of our body, at the axis of body, there are two things. So central nervous system is made up of two things. That is, what is that? That is the brain plus the spinal cord. Again, the another part that is called PNS. The full form of PNS is peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous or neural system. Peripheral nervous system is made up of two kind of the nerve, right? It is made up of two kind of the nerve. What are those two kind? First kind of nerves, they are called cranial nerves. Actually, cranial nerve arise from two parts. They originate from the brain and spinal cord. They originate. Cranium is this head part. We have already understood that. Originate from cranium, directly from the brain. They originate from cranium and spinal cord. Again, the second one is that that is spinal nerve. Spinal nerve. Spinal nerve. They originate from spinal cord. They originate from the spinal cord. Please note it. So our nervous system is made up of two type of the bodies, that is cranial nerve and spinal. Please note it down. Look, these are the some nerves which originate from this upper part. This upper part of the nerve, they are actually they originate from the these are the nerves which originate from these nerves. These originate from the cranial nerves. They are called cranial nerve, and the rest of these are called thoracic nerves, which they takes information to the our respiratory system. Lumbar nerves, they are all PNS, and sacral nerves, they all are PNS, and their upper part they are called cranial nerves. So please note it down the upper information whatever I have told you, and then I'll go to next one. Then I'll dictate something. When you note it down, please let me know.
Done, sir.
Done? Please note it down. Based on the function, PNS is divided. Based on the function, PNS is divided into two parts. A. Afferent nerve fiber. Afferent nerve fiber. Efferent nerve fiber. That is they transfer information or impulses. They transfer or transmit information from tissues to central nervous system. From tissues to central nervous system. B. Efferent nerve fiber. B. Efferent nerve fiber. They transmit information or order. They transmit information or order from our brain to organ. CNS, PNS clear? Clear all of you? Afferent, different clear? Tell me,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Okay, fine. Next topic which we are going to study, that is the central nervous system. Put the heading central nervous system, CNS. Today I'll explain you. In next class I'll make you understand. I'll make you like dictate the same thing. So today I just want to make you understand what is CNS. Put the heading CNS, central neural system. Central neural system. So in central nervous system, I'll try to put a diagram. I'm just going to put a diagram which have been drawn by me only, right? So oh, central now neural system means human brain. Just central nervous system means human brain. Look, this is human brain, and take the screenshot, and I expect that you will draw the same diagram. I have drawn it like myself for your convenience. So look, see, the brain is covered by external covering, that is our this bone like structure that is called cranium. So this cranium that cover the bone, and this is the cranium. So cranium is a bony structure that cover the bone. It is called brain box. So cranium skull is called brain box. So brain remained covered inside it. Inside our brain, this upper part is called forebrain, right? This upper part is called forebrain, and this is cerebrum, right? This red color I have shown you the midbrain. So this is the midbrain. Inside the brain, below the midbrain, there are two glands. Hypothalamus gland. It is also called sensory system of our body, or we can say this is thermostat. Pituitary gland. These two glands are considered the part of our brain, right? Below these glands, there are three parts called this swollen part is called cones. This flower-like structure is called cerebellum, and this below structure is called medulla. Bones, cerebellum, and medulla collectively they are called hindbrain. So brain is made up of three parts: forebrain, this one, A; midbrain, B part; and C part, hindbrain. Further, the hindbrain have been divided, and this lower part of the medulla, it remains connected with this spinal cord. So this is the structure of our brain, and this is the actually central neural system of our body, right? Take the screenshot. I expect that each of you will draw the same diagram to your notebook and put some information. The brain is situated in cranium cavity. The brain is situated in cranium cavity. Full stop. Weight of brain is from 1220 gram to 1400 gram. The weight of brain is from 1220 gram to 1400 gram. Stop. It remains covered with membrane.
Sir, can you repeat the weight of the brain?
Weight of brain is from 1220 gram to 1400 gram. Weight of the brain is from 1220 gram to 1400 gram, right? So that's it for the day, guys. And in case if you have any query regarding the today's class, please let me know. Is it clear? Samaira, Minashi, Atif, Alvia, all of you, Mazia, all of you. Is it clear or not? Please let me know.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes,
sliding filament theory, I have given the notes to Niskarji. This is your responsibility to collect the notes, and this is your responsibility to go through with it. In case if you are feeling any problem in sliding filament theory, please go through with it and ask me in second class. I will explain you, because that is very important, and that was the only complex part that we need to understand. Clear? Okay. Yes. So see you in next class, and come with question or doubt, and we'll go ahead in the central nervous